Interesting little effect I'm noticing here. I decided I'd come over and park in the carport of this house I'm looking after, just because I was fairly certain the concrete's pretty straight, and I'm right, it's fairly straight. Oh, you know, we might be a quarter of an inch out over the length of this. It'd be lucky to be even half an inch out over the length of the whole vehicle, if at all, because it's sort of, yeah, this isn't absolutely perfect concrete. You got a little crack there and whatnot. Now, I want to show you inside the vehicle. I'll just show you the vehicle from back here a little bit, and you might be able to pick something. You notice something wrong about the level? Okay, we've got a bunch of 3/4 inch ply and a couple 3x2s sitting here, not 4x2s, and she's fairly significantly out. In fact, even if we go and sit all this on some of these seat mounts, try and press into the carpet there, and it's still out just as bad. Even if you change to, well, we might try these other ones closer to the door, where the carpet is fairly well compressed. It's still out. Even these back here, it's still out. It's all that way there, and it's it's shit. Where the hell did that ant come from? Jeez, I don't even have ants at my place. Long and short of it, as you can see, 3/4 inch bits of ply. One's actually on this mount, there's another one under there. Oh, there's actually two it's sitting on. You know, and that's all flat, that's all sitting on top of each other. Now, get this bubble correct. So the bubble's about correct. We've got there about 2.5 inches. Over, what, about a foot? 2.5 inches out over a foot? What is this, for real? Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at the angle of the bloody thing. That is freaking astounding. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, this van is really high at the back compared to the front. And if I'm going to sleep flat, it's best to start with a flat carport to calibrate things on, which, you know, fairly flat, pretty good, you know. It might actually be between the vehicle half an inch lower at the back of the vehicle versus the front for the concrete. And yet we're finding that the back of this is probably 6 inches higher than the front. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to make a few adjustments, and I'm damn glad I bought, I know in his go, I'm going to go poking around in his shed. I know he's got a post thinger. It's a post level thing you use for, well, putting in posts, and it will give you a level this way and that way. And I actually believe I gave it to them. I might be borrowing it back for a minute while we ascertain that these go in straight. And then I've got a whole ton more plywood I bought over. I've just taken out the back, and we'll try and get all of these flat. So when I'm parked on a flat street, I'm flat in bed, not fucking sliding out, feet down, head up, because that's just not the way you're supposed to sleep in bed. Between this fence post level, which I'll grab in a minute, this level, and on the front dash there, I've got a miniature one, and then I've got this fancy ass Japanese one, which is actually to check the angles on roofs, which is a, hang on, you've never seen something like this before. It's a bit dusty in its box, but that there, you wind that and it changes, and you get your spirit level bubble there right. Oh, that's a bit of moisture in there. And once that's right, you got a little, here it is, pointer, and it'll tell you the exact degrees. Yeah, no shit. And she is indeed straight out of Japan, made in Japan. And yeah, seriously, made in Japan, not China. So yeah, I use this to work out stuff when renovating the house when I first inherited it, and we're going to be using it again, possibly today. And I'm glad I brought it over here anyway. So yeah.